Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome in. Welcome to your tarot reading. This is the Dream Clairvoyant. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you are doing well, feeling safe, and feeling blessed because you are. So let's go ahead and get started on your reading. Holy Spirit, thank you for guiding us. What is the message for someone out there? Please remember to take what resonates and leave what does not. You do have the King of Swords that's here. Oops. You do have the Queen of Pentacles that's here. Tell us more. Let's do that again. This is so interesting because I see someone reaching out to you and they're acting as if they don't know you, but they actually do know you. So you are going to be receiving communications from someone. Three of Cups. And this is your first time meeting them, but it's not theirs. Let me see here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're going to have to act like they don't know you. This person's been snooping around is what they've been doing. My goodness. Yeah, they've been snooping around here. So I actually see you reaching out first. It's like you reach out to this person for whatsoever reason, whether it's a personal matter, whether it's a, work matter, something professional, because the King of Swords is typically a professional, like a professional kind of energy. That's the energy that you would embody when you're at work. Oftentimes you would see the King of Swords in a suit and tie or some kind of work uniform. He is an intellectual. He is a professional. I see you doing some kind of reaching out. This is what you've done in the past. I see in the past, okay? I'm going to start doing my readings in past tense, okay? Because the truth is, tarot cards pick up on the past, not the future. Tarot cards pick up on present energies, okay? And can tell you about the past and not really the future. Of course, some people have spiritual gifts like myself. I am a seer and I can see the past, present, and future. But just using the cards alone, the cards oftentimes will tell us about what happened or what is currently happening, not really the future. The King of Swords is here. The King of Swords, this is a professional who I see. I see in the past you reached out to someone, something. You initiated communication. You initiated communication about the Pentacle. And I feel like this communication is pertaining to work or your finances, okay? Career or finances. Oftentimes that Pentacle does talk about our career and finances, our security and stability, our commitments. When you reached out, again, I don't know what kind of reaching out you did, what the matter was, but I feel like it's pertaining to your career, your finances. When you reached out, I promise you, it's like this person was so happy when you did because they've actually been looking forward to meeting you or even collaborating with you in some way, shape, or form. I feel like, though, this person couldn't necessarily reach out to you. You had to do the reaching out. Why? Because free will. You were in some kind of circumstance where you had options being presented to you. It's like God was saying, hey, choose which one you want. You have to do the choosing, okay? So let's say, for example, there are various jobs that want to hire you. You have to choose which one you want, which job you want. Okay, you have to choose. You have the choice. And many of you, you are being called to take a leap of faith. It could be that this is some kind of blessing that isn't going to necessarily fall on your lap You have to take a leap of faith and reach for it. You have to go towards the blessing. By you doing this, you are exercising your free will. You are saying, yes, this is what I want. I am the one making this decision. I am the one making this initiation. So later on, you can't say that it was forced upon you. You were the one who chose this. There's something about your choice, your free will. Okay, there's a very strong element of free will and you doing the choosing. This King of Swords here, who is some kind of professional, some kind of high esteemed professional, very skilled, very experienced. And I feel like they're also a very good communicator. Like this person, they're definitely an intellectual, okay? They think very fast. They know how to put their words together very fast. Like this is someone where they always have a response. Like they don't have to think too hard for a response. Their mind is just very alert, very sharp. And they were really hoping that you would choose them, okay? That you would go towards them using your free will. I feel like the rule of the game is your faith was being tested, where you had to walk by faith and not by sight. And again, it's as if there were options presented to you, and we always have options in life, but you have to choose. Like imagine you have several cups being offered to you, but you can't see what's in the cup. And you had to choose, okay? The choices can't choose for you, as in he couldn't reach out to you. You had to do the reaching out, okay? So it looks like you made a decision. It looks like you chose. And whatever you chose is connected to him, the King of Swords. And let me tell you, it's like a celebration. There's something about you where I do believe you are a gift. Okay, you're like a gift to the world. And whoever gets to have you, whether platonically, romantically, even familially, or even professionally, whoever gets to have you and partner up with you, they become blessed instantly. It's like you're the gift. And there actually is a gift card in one of my other decks here. Many of you are familiar with this deck here, the Kipper deck and the Gilded Reverie deck. I mixed them together. In the Kipper deck and the Gilded Reverie deck, the gift card, okay, represents the aid, the assistance, and the support that you need. You're the gift. So whenever someone has pretty much the honor, the privilege of being connected to you instantly, their life, it upgrades, it transforms, their life becomes better. You make things better. If they were lacking something, all of a sudden now they have it. If they were losing, all of a sudden they're winning. You know, there's this major upgrade that happens to people, places, and things because you are connected to it. So yes, you do have what looks like options. It looks like there are people who were really hoping that you would choose them because you make things better. You're the gift. You're the gift. You're the aid. You're the assistance, and you're the support. And it looks like he has you. It looks like when you there's some kind of initiation that you made here, okay? Like I keep on saying you reached out, and maybe you did do the reaching out, and immediately this person, like, they took you in, right? They secured you. This Four of Pentacles is a security card. It's like, look at how this woman is holding on to the pentacles. That's how much people hold on to you, because you are valuable. For goodness sakes, you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, who is a woman of value. You could be a man watching this. You're simply in your feminine energy. So don't let me say he or she confuse you. This is you in your feminine energy. Another thing that I'm seeing here is before you even reached out, before you even discovered this King of Swords, and there's something connected to this King of Swords, okay? And what do I mean by that? It could be that you did reach out, okay? Maybe you chose this King of Swords, or maybe you chose something that is connected to him, like an entity that's connected to him. Because for some of you, this could be related to career, business, okay? He's connected to that. So in a way, you chose him. Here's the thing. Before you even found out about this person or made your discovery about this person, they already knew who you were. They already knew who you were. They did some snooping. They did some snooping around. And it's as if they tried to claim you before anybody else could claim you. So I do feel like they tried to break the rule a little bit, but they weren't successful. Okay? What they did was they tried to come together with you personally, the Three of Cups, maybe even socially. Okay? They tried to orchestrate something here where they just happened to run into you in some kind of social way, and you end up choosing them. Okay, I feel like what they were going to do is they were probably going to tell you about this thing that's connected to them. You reached out to a person, place, or thing. Let me give you an example. Maybe you reached out to a job, okay? Maybe you reached out for some kind of financial opportunity or business opportunity. This person, place, or thing who you reached out to you was actually expecting you. They had already known about you. Okay? But you had to exercise your free will to do the choosing. They couldn't come and tell you what to do, right? Or tell you who to choose. That would be cheating. Okay? And in that case, you wouldn't be exercising your free will. So pretty much, you know, with the Three of Cups here, I feel like there was some kind of cheating trick here that they came up with. They thought, okay, let's try to encounter this Queen of Pentacles in a social setting, okay, in a social kind of way. And then, you know, and then I will tell her who I am and what it is that I have to offer, and she'll choose me. Now, that's not a part of the rule. And I believe that when they did that, it actually backfired. The Five of Cups is regret. The Five of Cups is regret, crying over spilled milk, and I actually think that you freaked out. The Seven of Wands, maybe you felt like this person was up to something. The Seven of Wands is like standing your ground, you know, you feeling the need to defend yourself. You felt like this person was up to something, but it wasn't something bad that they were up to. They were just trying to get you to choose them or some kind of opportunity that's connected to them. Again, everybody wants you. You're the gift. If you choose them and you partner up with them, all of a sudden you make things better for them. So they're like, choose me, choose me, choose me, pick me, pick me. That's the kind of energy. But I don't think you really saw it that way. I actually think that you were in a very negative state of mind, pessimistic. The Five of Pentacles is representing hardships and difficulties. This was something that was supposed to be easy and maybe even fun, exciting. This was something good that God had for you. But I believe you may have been frightened and maybe even paranoid, suspicious. Be very careful with the spirit of fear, because it can make something look like what it isn't. It can cause us to become delusional. Tell us more. Yeah, you became suspicious. The high priestess is here. You started tapping into your spirituality. You tried to like use your intuition. And you just, yeah, you're like, nope. You got very scared. The Five of Wands is conflict, drama. Wow. Yeah, you thought that someone was at war with you. Okay, and perhaps, again, this was a test of your faith. Having more faith than fear, because where there is fear, there is no faith. Nobody was trying to hurt you here. It actually looked like you are being called to make a choice about something pertaining to your career and finances, and there were opportunities on the line for you. And these people, it's like each person was connected to that opportunity, and they were sort of trying to cheat so that you could choose them. Because you are the gift. You are the gift that they all want. You make things better. You are the aid, the support, and the assistance. Yeah. So the Hierophant is here. Oops. It is an assignment that God gave you, but I feel like it's a fun assignment. Not everything, yeah, it's an assignment. And it's a simple assignment. God said, okay, there's clearly something that you want. Go and choose which one you want. You said you want a job, go and choose which company you want to work for. But behind these companies, there are individuals running it, and they're going to be trying to cheat and get you to choose their company because it is a blessing having you on board. So they want you to choose them. Literally, the Lovers represents a choice. It is an assignment, but it's not like some kind of battle here. It's not a hard assignment. Again, I feel like you were very, what is the word, like jumpy? Jumpy, like almost like walking around with a chip on your shoulders, like feeling like someone's out to get you. Be very careful with fear. It can make something good look like it's bad, and next thing you know, you end up sabotaging yourself. So it is an assignment. Right when I said assignment, the Ace of Swords came out, if you recall. The Ace of Swords is a big yes card. It represents the truth, clarity, and confirmation. You have options that are wanting you to choose them. There's something that you prayed to God for, and He said, yes, you can have it. As a matter of fact, you have options. Which one do you want? It's like God, it's like you praying to God and saying you want a car, and God is like, okay, you go and choose which car you want. You go and choose which car. Well, behind each car, behind each car, there's an individual, you see, and they're like, choose us, pick me, you know, and they're thinking, let me see, you know, it's just human nature. People like to get what they want. So out of pure human nature, they're like, let's see if we can conspire to, you know, kind of lure him or her towards us so that they will choose us. That's all that it was. That's all that it is. Some of you are in situations that are actually good, not bad, where God has given you a very fun and easy assignment where you asked Him for something, He answered, and He's saying you have options. Choose which one. You have a decision to make. The Hierophant. You have a decision. That's just what it is. We're going to continue this reading in part 2. But let's just see here. Anything else that you should know? This is something to be happy about. The Ten of Cups, the rainbow, your happily ever after. Not everything has to be a battle or war, you know? Not everything has to be so serious, okay? You don't have to be a wounded warrior. You can be a warrior, but you don't have to have that wounded warrior mentality where you're constantly carrying around the trauma of the past. Many of you, God has delivered you from the battleground, and you have to leave that wounded warrior mentality on the battleground. Leave it behind. There's nothing to fear anymore. So with the Ten of Cups that's here, Ten of Cups is your happily ever after, that fairy tale ending. You also have the Fool card, and the Fool card is pretty much taking a leap of faith, taking risks. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning that you're going to start. It's a new chapter of your life, and it's one that's going to be filled with so much abundance, especially like material blessings. The Ace of Pentacles, it's a blessing of prosperity. So many times you'll see the Ace of Pentacles when you get your dream job, or you make some kind of large purchase, like you buy a home or a car. It's a blessing that God has given you, and it's manifesting into the material world, right? The physical realm. So it's going to become something tangible where you can now see, touch, and feel this blessing. That's what this is all about. You just had to choose. You ask God for something, and he's saying, okay, your assignment is to choose. Okay, choose. You have the World card that's here. You have the Page of Wands. You have the Queen of Cups. I feel like this person, place, or thing that you have chosen, because again, I saw you reaching out to someone to show your interest in something. That's what I kept on saying at the beginning of this reading. I actually feel like you're going to really like this person, because yes, they do have that King of Swords energy where they're very professional and they're very diplomatic at work, but when it comes to their personal life, like you getting to know them personally, they're actually just like you. They are that King of Cups. Very interpersonal, right? They have great interpersonal skills, very relatable, and they really know how to connect with you, you know, on a deeper level. They're very, what is the word? Emotionally intelligent. And so this is someone who's actually going to be in your new beginning. This person may even become sort of like a mentor to you. The World card is a successful completion. Once you successfully complete a chapter, you get to turn the page to a new chapter, right? So with the Page of Wands here, there's something new. Even the Page of Wands represents good news. I feel like there's something new that they're going to be introducing you to as well. So this is one of your destiny helpers, we'll call them. God has opened a big door for you, and this person's going to guide you, right? They're going to guide you through these doors. There's something here that they may even show you or introduce you to, something new. Maybe even something that you find appealing, attractive. Looking at the Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups is here. This is, again, this person already knows you, because they were trying to, they were kind of trying to cheat a little bit to get you to choose them. The Queen of Cups is how they see you. They see you as somebody who's very, very loving, very kind. There's that kind of innocence to you as well. Queen of Cups is the Queen of Hearts, right? She's a lover at heart, or he's a lover at heart, whether you are a male or female. Yeah, this is somebody who I feel, you know, is gonna, yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna be a good confidant. They have that, you know, one of those people where like they just get it, like you can talk to them about things. They're very insightful. Like I said, they're very emotionally intelligent. They're showing up as the Empress, okay? I do feel like this is a man though, but he's emotionally intelligent. And he's showing up as the Empress because the Empress is actually known to being a confidant, someone who you can confide in, someone who you can trust, someone who's nurturing. So y'all's personality is just going to go together very well. We're going to continue this reading in part 2, and I'll tell you more about what you should know, okay? Because this is something good. It's not something bad, all right? Definitely increase your faith in God. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed the message. And if you did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to support the channel. Follow me to part 2 as we uncover more insightful and helpful messages about this situation here. Thank you guys so much. I'll put the link to part 2 in the description box. And I will also put the link to part 2 in the comment section. I'll pin it there. So it should be the very first comment you see. Take care, my beautiful people. Many blessings to you.